Xiao Mei reached out to pull Dazhuang from the water, but ended up pulling out an arm with scales. Then, Dazhuang, who had jumped into the water, turned into a green-eyed sea monster. Xiao Shuai, to hide his identity, chose to betray Dazhuang. A bully nearby also rushed over upon hearing the commotion. Dazhuang, who had turned into a sea monster, had no choice but to return to the water, sadly to survive. Back home, Xiao Shuai was just about to explain to Xiao Mei when she suddenly splashed a glass of water on him. His hands, upon contact with the water, immediately reverted to their original form. It turned out Xiao Mei had already noticed their abnormality. To avoid disturbing Xiao Mei any further, Xiao Shuai left. Afterward, feeling guilty, he found Dazhuang and, after a sincere apology, Dazhuang chose to forgive him. The next day, Xiao Shuai came to participate in the competition alone. To avoid revealing his identity, he wore a heavy diving suit and struggled to walk underwater. After finally completing the first swimming event, he was tripped by the bully and fell to the ground. Xiao Shuai, who lost his helmet, quickly put his head shrank into his clothes, and then he discreetly moved on to the second event, the noodle eating contest. After a frenzy of eating, he completed the second event, and then rode a broken bike to start the third event. However, he didn't notice that the sky was already overcast with dark clouds. On the way, he encountered his parents looking for him, but he didn't stop and chose to continue the competition. After some effort, he surpassed all the other contestants, but at the same time, it started to rain. In order not to reveal his identity, he stopped under the eaves. Just when he was at a loss, Dazhuang rushed over carrying an umbrella, but the bully couldn't stand it and kicked Dazhuang away, causing him to turn into a sea monster after getting rained on. Seeing this, the bully used a fishing net to capture Dazhuang. At this moment, Xiao Shuai couldn't care anymore and rushed towards the trapped Dazhuang, then pulled him towards the finish line. But the bully was in hot pursuit, just as the bully was about to succeed. However, Xiao Mei rushed over and knocked him down. As Xiao Shuai and his companion reached the finish line, they turned back to run towards the fallen Xiao Mei. Just as they were surrounded by the crowd, Xiao Mei's father stepped forward. He immediately recognized Xiao Shuai and his companion, then took Dazhuang's hand and stood by their side. Seeing that even the sea monster hunter didn't mind, the others put away their fishing gear. Xiao Shuai's parents, who had rushed over, also revealed their true forms and then tightly embraced Xiao Shuai. The two who won also successfully got an electric bike, and the sea monster's identity was accepted by the townspeople. But Xiao Mei's school was about to start, and just as they were preparing to leave, Dazhuang gave Xiao Shuai a train ticket. It turned out he sold the electric bike to let Xiao Shuai attend a human school. At the end of the movie, the two reluctantly said goodbye, and Xiao Shuai rode off into the distance with the rumble of the train. See you next time.